What is up, guys? Today we got all the information we need to know about the Outbreak event coming for Rainbow Six Siege. And I gotta lie, at first I was a little hesitant, but I got some gameplay to show you guys. I got some information to share with you guys. We got a lot of good stuff and I'm excited. Now, first things first, when this stream started I was very hyped. They had a orchestra playing, as you're seeing on here on screen. I was like, whoa, they're going all out. The music, I loved it. I want to find it somewhere. I want to hear it again. But the live stream started. We got our first look at Outbreak. We saw a cinematic, which is really cool. I like what they're doing. And then we got the gameplay and we were walking in there. And at first I'm like, okay, this is cool. I'm liking this. But it seems like stealth is like the main two. Why would I do anything else? And it's just like I can avoid not being detected. It sounded like they were going a little bit reckless. They had suppressors on. What was really cool is I could switch a flashlight on and off. It was cool. The zombies, grunts, whatever. It was all looking good. But the gameplay, I was like, oh, whatever. It's like, ooh, what? And then when you get to the objective, shit hits the fan and I was all bought in. I was like, wow, this thing went from very slow to really fast paced, and it was terrifying and stuff like that. So basically the operators we saw here was Buck, Smoke, and Tachanka. I'm glad they're using Tachanka. I love Tachanka. So we saw 3 operators, not 4. I'm pretty sure you can have 4 operators within the live stream. It wasn't held to 3 operators, I don't think. Maybe it's only 3, maybe it's 4. I'm not sure about that. There's been really no confirmation. I would assume it's 4, but if it's not, then hey, whatever. But if it's 3, it's 3. I'm sold on it. So we got a lot of information, maps, the storyline, stuff like that, and I'm going to break it down. So the gameplay you're seeing is basically the operators are told they need to go into this area. They need to find this doctor, and hopefully this doctor can prevent them from using a nuclear weapon, which they all seem to be against. Ash might be a little bit for it, a little bit. She's like, oh, whatever. But Doc is really hesitant. He's like, do not use a nuke. Do not use a nuke. And from my understanding, I think it's because the parasite will get even stronger if they nuke it. So yeah, I think that's what the case is. I don't think it's because, oh, they're just scared. I think that it was said in the cinematics that, you know, these parasites, they have been absorbing the ordnance that's been thrown at them, and they're getting stronger by it. So I don't think a nuke will really help. But hey, that's what we can gather. We'll get more story when it comes out March 6th. But yeah, like when I saw him. So basically it's about a lot of stealth things. It was very stealthy. The breachers and stuff like that, the grunts, they were really cool looking. We got a good look at another one. Now what's also interesting is that there are set events and random events. So the set events are basically events that are going to happen every time you pass through that area. They're going to be a big guy, a big apex, something like that. And it's also tied to difficulty. So say something happens and you're on the highest difficulty, 2 apexes might come out, stuff like that. So it's very interesting that they're playing with this AI system, that it seems like it's a lot more interactive and a lot more smarter than the terrorist hunt, which is very good. Terrorist hunt AI, as you know, is not the brightest. The only bright ones are the suicide bombers, and they just kill themselves. So yeah, so I'm liking what I'm seeing with the AI. It's very interesting, the different classes of grunts, enemies, I like a lot. So let's see how it plays out. Another thing too I was not expecting was an animation for a takedown. I was not expecting that. They seem to add in a whole new animation too, actually. So when you get behind a parasite and a zombie, whatever, you just slice. You saw Buck just killing people from behind using his knife. It looked like he was a kung fu guy with a knife. It was ridiculous. And then when one of the grunts or one of the parasites came out of the thing, the character was blown back, and they had a falling animation, and it seemed like a Call of Duty from a movie. It was set. It was pretty cool. I wasn't expecting that at all. And again, I said this earlier, but the flashlights was pretty cool seeing in use. And yeah, so basically we standard Rainbow Six stuff. You got barricades, you have grenades, you have the gadgets, stuff like that. It's gonna be interesting how all the gadgets work together. Maybe Thermite will be better in other missions, stuff like that. You know, we gotta see more. We didn't get everything because obviously they want us to see and learn from when the event comes out. But we got a good glimpse where we know what we're walking into. So basically, Buck had his skeleton key, he had his grenades, Tachanka had his turrets, Smoke had his smoke grenades and his impact grenades. Nothing changed there. Now the attackers had reinforcements as well. They could reinforce, like say for example they were in the rescuing the doctor, they need to hold off the perimeter. They can reinforce walls, but the parasites can't get through it. Like they have a explosive goo that just explodes those walls. Another thing too is that they can tear through the wall if it's not reinforced. Honestly, that looked very terrifying when I saw it. I didn't notice it. I thought they were just whatever, and the guy shot because he saw like something through the wall. But I didn't really notice that the parasite actually ripped the wall open. So it was terrifying. It's definitely one of those more scary things in co-op experiences. I'm kind of like, wonder why Call of Duty never did that with its zombies. I thought that'd be really cool. I mean, they're really scary sometimes, but they don't really do stuff like terrifying you like that. So that's the whole nother game I'm not really going to talk about. But what we saw was high action, high octane stuff, and I loved it a lot. And it definitely saved the event for me. And it definitely sold me 100% for this co-op event. Now in all, I pretty much am super excited. At first, I mean, when this was first announced, I really didn't care much. I just wanted a core game, new operators, stuff like that. But now with, you know, what we saw today, I am very excited. I'm definitely going to be checking this out. Again, I don't think I'm going to be playing it more than the multiplayer because I do love the multiplayer and that's what I came for Siege for. But I do think this is going to be a refreshing addition to the game. It's limited time, so do not miss out on it, and it looks fun. I'm going to be very, very curious about what the story's about. I want to be knowing everything about this little event. But besides that, that's all I got for this one. If you guys like what you saw, please drop this video a like. If you guys aren't subscribed yet, please do so, be greatly appreciated. Now, if you're watching this video on FG, stay tuned to tomorrow, Monday, on my personal channel. I'm going to be pretty much talking about the future of Rainbow Six Siege and why I think it looks so bright and why there might be many more years to come of Rainbow Six Siege, and I don't think we'll be getting a sequel anytime soon, but I'll talk about that in my video tomorrow. Besides, that's all I got for this one. Hope you guys have a great day. You guys, again, haven't dropped this video a like yet, please do so, be greatly appreciated. If you guys aren't sub, why not? What are you doing? Come on, we have fun, we talk about stuff, we have a good time here. But that's pretty much all I got for this one. ShadowNinja here, and I'm out.